Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Angie. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, well, welcome back. Good to see you all here today. And this video is going to be another get ready for me. I kind of enjoy putting makeup on camera, and I'm going to be using some new products, so it will also be a first impressions. New products, there will be drugstore, there will be higher end. Just gonna have fun today with makeup. So starting, I'm gonna put on my foundation first. This you saw in the last video. It's the Vitalumierre Aqua by Chanel. This is, the color is 30 Beige. I'm just gonna use it by itself today. I'm gonna put it on my hand, just like that. This bottle's getting low. And it really doesn't take all that much. That's one of the things I like about this product, is it doesn't, a little bit does go a long way. And I'm never really going for that. Well, I might at some point go for the full coverage look, but not today. I'm going to use my foundation brush. It's a very dense, flat brush. And you guys are going to see me look down here off screen every now and then. I have a mirror sitting down here, so I don't have to put that ugly mirror up there for you guys to see again. So I'm just rubbing this in all over my face, really blending it out, blending into the hairline, blending into the jawline, making sure it blends into the neck. All right, then I'm going to go in with my Shesiedo Concealer. That guy right there. Not a whole lot of label on that. It just says Shesiedo. I'm gonna take it to the eyelids. I'm gonna use it as a primer on my eyelids today. Then I'm just gonna cover a few skin discolorations that I have. And I'm gonna go back in with the same brush, dab it on, and I'm gonna bring that concealer down to the lower part of my eyes a little bit, under eyes. Alright, so I did all my skin prep beforehand. I find I don't have super dry skin, but I do find that if I don't do serum and lotions, something to moisturize, that my foundation doesn't ever go on quite as smooth. So now I've got a nice clean base. I'm just going to start with a little bit of powder to set the eyelids, and then I'll just set the little areas that I had put a little bit of concealer. So this is Tarte Smooth Operator. It's just a very finely milled clear powder. I'm going to use my Sephora Rouge brush. Just dip it in there. Make sure I tap it off so I don't get an overabundance. And I'm just setting my eyes, my under eyes. A little bit of T-zone here just to make sure that things aren't too oily to start out. I'm having kind of an oily day. It's been a little warm in my house. And then hitting those spots that I concealed. Now, I don't always go for an extreme conceal on the dark spots. Sometimes I just let them be. You know, it's what my skin looks like. I'm not bothered by what my skin looks like. And you shouldn't be either with your skin. All right, so going in to new palette I got. This came from BoxyCharm, I believe. It came in my I don't remember what the new name is for it. The bigger BoxyCharm that comes every 3 months. It's the Too Faced Let's Play palette. I'm gonna block the mirror so I don't blind you guys. That's what it looks like on the inside. Kind of like in those pinks and peaches. All right. So I'm gonna go in starting with a big fluffy brush. This one is, I believe, Japonesque. Yeah. And I'm going to go into that pink color, this guy right here. And I'm just tapping in. I'm not going super hard. Doesn't seem to be too much fallout, but I will tap the brush. There's a little bit. Woo! All right. So my mirror setup fell down, so you're going to see me lift my mirror up. It's actually just a really big ABH Norvina palette today. This is one of my all-time favorite palettes. It's very colorful, but I'm just using it for the really big mirror today. So I'm going in with that pink color, and that's just going to go into, it's going into the crease. I'm going to dip back in, get a little bit more. So this is a first impression with this palette. I have not used the Let's Play palette yet. I believe on the website, I looked at the website, it was $39, which in my opinion is kind of a lot for a small palette like that. So hopefully it performs. So far, we're blending out pretty good. So I'm holding my brush kind of at the further edge just to get that light movement so it's not pressing hard. Further up you hold your brush, the harder it's going to press, or the harder it's going to press into your skin, and then you're going to have a little rougher time blending. All right, going into a little bit of a smaller fluffy brush. This one is actually from Pat McGrath. This is an all-time favorite of mine, and I don't think you can get these anymore. I feel like it came with some eyeshadows that I bought on clearance at one point. So it's always got to be the brush that comes with something that you can never get again. But sometimes those aren't good either. All right, so I'm going in with this darker shade right here. And that is called, so the first one I used was called Cheat Code. No, don't play with me. I'm going into Cheat Code now. Gotta love the fun little names. So it's a little bit deeper. I'm going to take that to the outer edge of the eye and kind of work inward. Again, not pressing super hard. Just going for that classic darker on the outer edge, brighter on the inner edge kind of look. So I feel like we're going into fall now, aren't we? I don't want it to be fall. I know that everybody, I love all you girlies and guys who love fall and want it to be pumpkin spice latte season, but I'm all about my warm weather. So it's kind of sad for me. So I'm just, I guess this look could be a little bit fall. It's looking like it's getting a little deeper, but maybe it's a summer into fall kind of look. Yeah. I'm going to go back with my fluffier brush and just blend that out a little more. That brush, you know, probably still has some of that lighter pink on it. And so that'll kind of blend things together a little bit more. I use a lot of brushes when I'm doing makeup. I like brushes. I like to treat it like a painting session in a way, I guess. There we go, blend it out. Looking pretty seamless. Just going fairly easy, and so far this palette is working out pretty nicely. I'm not disappointed. All right, I'm going into, what's that color called? It's right next to that. Multiplayer. There we go. So it's right here. And I'm just going in with a small brush. This came in an Anastasia Beverly Hills product at one point. Another really good brush, excuse me. Another really good brush that we will likely never find again, but it's two sides. It's not a fluffy side, it's more of a, it's more condensed, but the other side is that kind of pencil that you can do inner corners and fine detail work with. So I'm just going in with that shimmer shade, and it's not giving the payoff that I want, so I'm going to go in with my fingers. That's usually what I tend to do with shimmers if they don't give that payoff, because they're always going to give a little more with the finger. Yeah, that looks much better. I'm going to go to the other side. I could probably do several videos with this Norvina palette that I have in my hand. I use this palette so much. And it's the number one, I think it's Norvina Artist Palette. Pro Pigment palette, volume 1. It's looking pretty. It's got some shimmer. It's not crazy. Not the sparkle I often do, but that's okay. I guess it doesn't have to be so sparkly all the time, right? So what are you guys liking these days? Do you have any palettes that you're liking? It can be drugstore. It can be high-end, Sephora, Ulta, drugstore, Target, Walmart. I don't care. Tell me in the comments, because I would love to know what people are using right now. All right. So I want to go back in and blend just a little bit more. Maybe I'll use the small mirror. So I'm just going to use this small mirror on the Let's Play palette. It does come with a mirror, so that's always a plus on a palette that costs that much for such a small thing. I will double check. I think it was $39. I will double check, and it'll go into the comments later. So you can always, at the end of my videos, you can always go down and see everything I used. Everything I use, where you can get it, cost, all that fun stuff. All right, so I'm just gonna go in, actually, no. So I'm gonna set this aside for now. I'm gonna go for my bronzer and blush next. So the bronzer, actually, no, let's do liner. So I am playing with a new liner today. This came from, I believe this is another one that was in the BoxyCharm. It's Wonder Beauty. So I got a black and a brown, and I think I'm gonna keep it soft today and go in with the brown. It looks like it's got a twist up. Yep, twists up. And it's got a sharpener in the back, which I rarely use these sharpeners because I find it to be the best way to, what did I do? Okay, so if you get this set, don't put the lid on the back. The sharpener came out, and now the back of the pen is stuck in the lid. I'm going to use my teeth to get it out. Hold on. Probably not the best use of teeth, but you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. All right, so there's the point. It comes nice and pointy. And I'm just going to draw a line starting at the outer edge. All right, so it's kind of a dry one. I often expect a little more payoff, but I'm not getting the same payoff as I would with my higher end products. So just a heads up. If you get this in your BoxyCharm or you decide to buy it, it's definitely on the dry side. And that's what first impressions are for. We're not going to love everything we use every time. yeah, it's okay, but it's not great. So it'll do for today. I'm going to say I'm probably not going to use it again, but that's okay. That's what BoxyCharm is for, trying new products. And that's what first impressions are for, showing new products. And sometimes they just don't always work, and that's okay. So I am going to do a liner on my under eye. So I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever. I love these Artist Color Pencil. These are so good. They're just a basic pencil that you sharpen. But they can be used for anything. So it can be eyes, it can be lips, you know, whatever you want to use it for. And I'm going to go in on the under eye with this. And I'm also going to draw it into that inner corner a little bit. Get a little more brightness. And I will be putting some shadow over that. So if it looks a little crazy right now, don't worry. I just like to give that shadow a base sometimes, a little bit of a brighter base. Kind of liking the way the shadow looks. So I think that palette might be a winner. All right, before I go in with, you know, the skin products, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the line a little bit, and I'm gonna use my concealer for that. So it's the line on the eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna come in here like this and like this. And yes, looks crazy, don't worry. Back to my nice little brush here. I'm gonna just buff that. And then sometimes I get it in there a little too far, so I'll just pull it out a little bit with my fingers. Fingers are a great tool for makeup, guys. Sometimes they work even better than brushes, depending on what you're doing. Looking good. I like it. All right, so next I'm going into this bronzer. So this is the Physicians Formula. So this is my new drugstore product, but I've used a different version of this in the past. They changed it. It used to come, so here's what it looks like. I'm going to open that up so you can actually see it. All right, so it's got 4 little areas in it, and it's set up so you can use it different times of the year. It wasn't set up like that before. Like I said, they've changed it. It's always had that sun in the middle. But I used to love it, so hopefully it'll still be lovable. What I will say about Physicians Formula blushes and bronzers, they come with a little brush underneath. Toss that. It's scratchy, it hurts, it does not give a good application. I don't even know why they put it in there. It seems like a waste of money to me because it's just really not good. All right, so I'm going to go with the biggest brush I have. Actually, I have a bigger one. Almost biggest brush I have. This is a Sephora brush, and I like to use it for bronzer, so I'm just going to go in there and sweep it all over all the colors because I don't really necessarily want just one of the colors. And that's going to go starting on the bottom, kind of working it into that cheek. You can see it's kind of a warmer bronze. Definitely warming up my skin. And so far, actually, I like it. It doesn't really seem different, so that's good. It looks different in the package, but the color payoff seems pretty much the same as it did before, so that is good. I'm gonna get under the chin line. I like to blend everything together. I'm gonna squeeze that brush, go up the nose, and the bottom of the nose. All right, Putting that away. So yeah, I mean, I'll let you guys know later, but I think that this is a keeper. It still seems as good as before, so I'm happy about that. That's the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. So it's not the Butter Bronze. I don't like the Butter Bronze. People love that one. It doesn't blend for me. I feel like I put it on and it's just a line of color. I'm not going for that. This is the RMS Beauty Redimension Hydra Powder Blush in Mai-Tai. Here's what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? It's not, I mean, it looks super shimmery, but it's got a nice little glow without being too much. It blurs. It blurs your pores, and it lasts all day. I find at the end of the day, I still see it on my face, which with blushes, that often doesn't happen. I'm going to go in with, this is my Makeup by Mario. Make sure you say it right. Makeup by Mario brush. And I'm just going to fluff it onto my skin. See how beautiful that is? I don't like too much color payoff in my blushes. I feel like sometimes they can just be a little too much, and some people like that, and that's okay. You can love that if you want to. For me, that's kind of what I like right there. But I love the blurring that I'm getting on that. On top of that, I'm going to go in with my Haus Labs Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighter. A lot of words. This one is in Fire Opal. It's a really pretty color also. And I'm going to go in with the smaller side of this brush to put that on. There's that glow. All right, so I'm gonna jump back over to the eyes, and I'm gonna use two things. I'm gonna use, what's this one called? Easter Egg Joystick. I don't know if you can tell from here, but Easter Egg is matte, Joystick is shimmer. I'm gonna go in with Easter Egg kind of over the higher parts and inner corner of my eye just to blend things out a little more. And then, what was the other one? Joystick is going to go on the inner corners of my eye. So I need probably a fresh brush for this. It's another one of my Japonesque brushes. This might actually be meant for concealer, but I use it on the eyes all the time. All right. Yep, so this is going on the upper lid, swooping down. And it's just going to blend things out a little bit more. You guys see the difference? Yeah, it looks more finished to me. Always tapping that brush. I have a tendency to do my eyeshadow after. So if you're like me and you like to do your eyeshadow after your foundation, then you're going to want to tap that brush, get any excess off. So you guys remember this brush? This is that Anastasia brush. I'm going to go in with the smaller edge into that more shimmery color. Let me tap that. That's a little much. There's a little fallout on this palette, but it's really not bad. And the colors seem to fade out pretty seamlessly. I'm pretty happy with that. So what are we missing? We're missing foundation. Maybe I'll do a little brow today. All right, I'll do that brow first, going in with this brush. And I like to use shadow on my brows. And I'm either going to use this one. Actually, no, I'm going to use this one and mix it with a little bit of the black. All right, so brows are a little bit light. Well, that's kind of okay. I don't mind it. Please don't judge me. I don't do my brows all the time. Sometimes I just feel like it can look like a little too much. But it looks okay. Like I said, I think it might be a little light, but that's okay. One more thing. Well, two more things. Next, we've got mascara. Actually, let's do our dewy set first. Let's do our setting spray, and then we'll do the mascara. I like to do that before mascara so I don't end up with it all over my face. And we're trying a new mascara today, so here we go. I like to hold it kind of far from my face and kind of go in circles around my face. Kind of liking how it looks. All right, so I got a fun one. I got the KVD Full Sleeve Long Defined Tubing Mascara. I'm kind of excited to try this one. I love a tubing mascara. I've been using Thrive for a few years, and nothing I have found so far has been up to par to Thrive. So there's the package. The package is pretty. I like it. I have not even dipped into this yet. So the wand, it's kind of one of those rubbery ones with little spikes. Here we go. I hope I love this. I want to love this. I found that the tubing mascaras have been hit or miss. There was one that Too Faced made years ago that I was obsessed with, and they discontinued it on me. So I've been looking ever since. Thrive is good. It's still not quite as good as the Too Faced one was. I have to say, I'm not disappointed so far. The big test on tubing mascara is when you take it off. So will it all come off seamlessly is the question. And of course we won't know that till later, but you guys will know in the next video if I'm still using it. Then that's usually a good sign. It's looking pretty good though. I'm going to do a second coat. So far I like the way it looks. I don't have really long lashes, but it is extending and thickening, it feels like. Yeah. I'm not unhappy. Like I said, the ultimate test is when I go to take it off, how it works out then. All right, so last but not least, I got two new lipsticks. So these also came in the Trade Mood box, and they're from Thrive. So yeah, they're called Impactful. Those are my two colors. This one is actually red. I'll pull it out and show you. This one is a hot pink. I'm not sure which one to go with, so I'm gonna open them up and see what they look like next to the makeup look I did. These are cool packaging too. So you push in one side. Whoa. Okay, so make sure that it's not facing sideways. That was funny. All right, so yeah, I'll do that again to kind of show you. Push the button, it pops out. Apparently it can fly. All right, there's the red, there's the hot pink. I don't usually wear red, but I feel like the red might go better with this look. So I'm going to go with this one here. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I don't usually wear red. And I'm not going to use a liner. It's a brand new lipstick, so I'll just use the point. All right, so it's a pretty red on camera. I don't mind it. It doesn't match the look. So I'm going to try the pink instead. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back with clean lips. Here's that pink. I don't know if it's going to work great either, but we're going to try it out. The lipstick so far, I don't mind. It's nice. It's not going to be a long wearing. It's not going to, I mean, it's going to come off on things, but sometimes lipstick does that, right? Ooh, I like that. I feel like it still might not be perfect with our look today, but it's nice. I like it. So I'm gonna leave it for now. And I'm gonna let that be the finished look. Hopefully you guys had fun today with me. I enjoyed making this video for you guys. Hopefully I'll see you again. Please like, please comment, tell me anything. Tell me about any makeup that you're loving right now, because I would totally love to go out and try things, or maybe things that you don't want to buy but you'd like to see tried online. I can try it on me and tell you guys how it is, how I feel. Did try a few new items today, so I'll let you know probably in the next video how those worked out. Yeah, I'm kind of loving this lipstick. That is cute. All right, guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, maybe comment if you have something to say, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.